Yeah, I think that the positive is that we come away again and we're defensively strong. Didn't concede, which is, like you say, when you have that confidence to do that in Europe, it really helps you as you make your steps forward. I thought we lacked quality, if I'm honest, in the final third of the pitch. We progressed the game well enough. We got into some really good areas. The pitch was a little bit tricky, but I think in terms of both teams, I think when I arrived into the final third, there wasn't, and I think you can see that by the shots on target that we had. So that was the only downside for the game for us. We had a great energy, we had a good commitment, but it looked like towards the end we could maybe make that breakthrough. We had a great move where Arnie squares it, and their defender makes a absolutely brilliant block. So yeah, but I thought we arrived into that area quite a lot. But either was a little bit loose with their pass or just didn't quite make that moment count. So that was the only downside. But like I say, it's if you're in the Champions League and you get a clean sheet and take a point away from home and you're not very happy, then that shows you how much and how far the group is progressing, or the team is.
You mentioned the defence. I think 3 goals now in 12 games you've conceded. What do you put that increased stability or solidity defensively down to? Is it just hard work? Yeah.
Well, it's been a whole season. I think it's my teams will always be referenced in terms of the attack and play and all of that. But for me, defending is also attacking. That mentality to defend, to press the game, and that's when we're good. We're good whenever we're a team that presses in the right moments, it's tight together, and have that mentality and resilience to not want to concede. So and then that's a great platform for you to attack the game. So we had enough of the ball, and to create more opportunities, but maybe either the touch got away from us. But to have that base as a team collectively is very important.
In the grand scheme of things, in terms of how the league stands, 9 points with a home game coming up next against Young Boys, you must be relatively satisfied, I would guess, with where you stand.
Yeah, I think if you looked at the old format and said we had 9 points after 6 games, you'd be so happy, especially how it's gone for us in the last numbers of years. So this group and team is gaining confidence at this level now, and obviously tonight, I think it tells everything that we're probably a little disappointed that we haven't won the game, or certainly done more to win the game. But it wasn't through lack of effort or commitment. The players gave everything. Played on Saturday. We've had a short turnaround, travel, get to here to play on a Tuesday, and the players have given everything. But I was really pleased with the comfort of what we looked in the game, the bravery to take the ball, to dominate the ball. It just didn't quite go for us in the final third.
Feel like a missed opportunity to get that big win away from home in the Champions League, just given that if you'd shown the quality that you've shown for much of the season, it could well have been a win tonight?
Yeah. I think that's that's my honest answer on it. We needed to do more. But we know that, and that's that's cool. If we're honest as a group, we know that it was an opportunity for us there. But you have to show that a little bit more in those moments when you arrive up in there. And too often it just came away from us.
Alistair Johnston obviously had to be taken off at half time. Looked like he took quite a knock in the first half.
Yeah, from the tackle on the side. I think it was his hip flexor, so nothing sort of muscular, which is good. So just felt a bit of pain, and half time there was no need to risk that really. Got through to half time really well. So all being well, that'll settle down the next couple of days.
McGregor made his 100th appearance in Europe today. Just what kind of achievement is that for a player that's been so good for the club over the course of such a long spell?
Yeah, it's a real sign of his resilience and mentality and quality to play for such a big club and make that number of appearances. So I believe there's only a couple of guys ahead of him, but with that appearance number. But he's such a pivotal player for this squad and for this team, and that's a big congratulations to him, because it's an incredible achievement.
Then it was a big save from Kasper Schmeichel tonight against Marco Piaka at the end with that header. Just how important is he just pulling off those big saves? You know, even though it was a point gained, you know, you could have lost that game quite easily tonight if it wasn't for that big intervention.
Yeah, as I said, there wasn't many moments, Ryan, in the game, but what you know with Kasper, his concentration in the game, his authority in the game is always there. So, so like you say, it was an important save for us, especially towards the end of the game. But he's always ready. You'll have seen him now for this period of time whilst he's been at Celtic. He's top goalkeeper, and when needed, and he wasn't needed so often tonight, but when he was, he made an important save for us.
Just on Austin Trusty, I thought he had another great performance tonight. How impressed have you been with his acclimatisation from, you know, playing football? You know, he's playing in the Premier League, but playing in the Champions League, 7-8 games this season. How impressed have you been with him?
Yeah, very. I think that he had a couple of really important headers that came into the box, and he gets the contact on it, and that was something that. Especially if you are under a little bit of pressure, you need to be able to defend the box well. And that's something that I think as a team we do that, and we have done that consistently well now. So, yeah, so like I say, him and Cam were very strong in those moments. And like I said, when we had to fall back into our shape to defend those crosses, we were always there for the first contact. And yeah, and that was very, very pleasing. So that always gives you confidence at this level. Austin and the team defend it really, really well, really strong, and it was just that other part that which hasn't let us down too many times, the attack in front. But tonight we just not quite at the level that we wanted to be. But Austin, yeah, he's done really well.
Yeah. Good evening, Brennan. What did you make of Dynamo's game and Dynamo's team tonight, especially regarding the huge number of injuries they have? They almost played with let's say, a B side today. How did you see Dynamo?
Yeah, well, I think obviously clearly they played more in counter attack. I know that is the structure they normally would play with, and especially in the Champions League, from what I've seen, they normally play 5-3-2. So they defend very deep and make it difficult for you, and they've done equally tonight the same in a back four. So yeah, so they defend it well, restricted us to our normal possibilities that we have in games. So yeah, I'm not sure what the home supporters think when they defend so deeply at home, but for us, I care more for ourselves and our game, and see where we can be better for our next game. But Dynamo, yeah, they defend it well when they had to.